Okay, good evening, everybody. 大家好. I think well done for Pei Kun who went down to the in-store at Plaza Singapura to collect your gift and your rewards. Okay, 加油. Okay, and the rest of you have not received. You only got a few more days to go. But don't worry, if you really got no time for these few days and you want to extend, as long as the pop-in are still there, I will tell the boss there and the staff there to extend your gift collections, all right? So Pei Kun, can you just share quickly, mute your mic. You went to Plaza Singapura, right? Yeah, how you feel, the place? Give me your inference and comparisons and how reliable the place is, how good it is. Back to you.
Quite good because there is like there's
your mic is a bit lagging. I'm so sorry, Pei Kun, your mic is a bit lagging. 对不起.
quite good because there is a variety of things others.
Okay. In fact, all the things that you see at Plaza Singapura, I think 90% are local and people who create their own things and put the things there to sell. Yeah. Okay. So what do you buy? Also, what do you get from there?
I got like 2 sets of cups.
Oh yeah, the cups. Well done. Okay, so $10. Like it. So that's the purpose of it. You see, guys, if you are listening, that's the purpose is how I use my social study to help those my fellow businessmen to improve their business, to get awareness of the things. Very good. Your selections of items are very good. All right, thank you so much. Danny and Yang, can you please go? You turn on your camera. Thank you. Thank you. Danny 对吗？ Pronounce it Danny or Danny 还是 Danny 啊？
Both can.
Whoa, okay. Loud and clear. I like your that. Well done. So Ziying, sorry, now you're not the only girl in this group. You got 2 girls. Okay, now 开玩笑啊。Hey, when I show you this picture, I seriously Yang Xiang and the rest of you, 侥幸你的好朋友星辰看错 timetable， 他以为明天没有考试，他应该今天是临时抱佛脚，平时不烧香，幸亏我还提醒他嘞。他说哦 ，OK， yeah. Then he say, I'm so sorry, I can't come. Okay, let's look at picture, guys. I want when you see this picture, honestly tell me, use your whatever skills, ready, okay? Because when I share this picture with my students, during the boot camp, they were shocked. Okay, so whoever your parents are beside, maybe you can share with them. Ready, go. What do you think about this picture? What do you think about this
loan
picture?
shark.
Loan shark, why yo, Yang Xiang, very bad Okay, loan shark, Abeng, I actually why you not happy, I tell you, don't play. Okay. Okay, loan shark, Qiao Xing and the rest. You see, I got tattoo, no? You see my arms? I got nice tattoo some more, you see? Don't play, okay. Danny, 对不起，你进错 social study class 了。你进入这边叫做所谓杨香讲 loan shark gang already. Okay, quick. Qiao Xing, what do you think about this picture? Hey, don't type me because I did not read your message. So sorry. Now that what is 沙拉告啊？哦，369啊？没有啊，我是10倍笑，听过吗？你听过什么是红顺胆吗？听过吗？安顺洞有没有听过？OK， 沙拉告啊，知道是369，不是26咩？不是拜六礼拜吗？What do you think? Okay, gangster, CC, Pei Kun, do I look CC to you? Okay, Danny, Ziying and Qiao Xing. Qiao Xing, what do you think?
Nothing much.
Nothing much,
Yeah.
Like this type of people to teach you SS.
I mean, if they teach very well, then it's fine.
Okay, okay. Danny 呢？子英呢？ I need to hear all the answer first before I review my answer, okay? We'll see who is correct.
Okay.
Sorry? Gangster, okay. Wow, this is how you perceive Uncle Raymond. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Pei Kun is dancing behind the back already. Yeah. Zhao Xuan and Danny think I salakao. Okay. I just wondering how you know Zhao Xuan, what is salakao? Okay, very interesting. Okay, Zing, Quila, I need to review my answer. I look like the Korean K-pop BTS, right? The EXO, right? Stop it, Zhao Xuan, don't laugh like that. 跟鹿晗一起跳舞的 right? Sorry, sorry, sorry. You know the song called Sorry, Sorry, right? You know the song, Sorry, Super Junior. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Well, I can remember this song, Danny. When I was in my school that time, during the campfire, my class played this song. Me and my co-form teacher done this song. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nice, man. I love dancing. Very nice. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay. Yes, sorry, sorry. 子英，快点啊！你看到我太英俊了是吗？不会讲话。那是
emo rebellious phase.
Oh, quite true. Okay, thank you. Looks like some random gangster. Thank you, guys. The reason is when I post this, my previous school last time was doing social media club that need for this O level to submit to the British for review for O levels. One of the subjects is called the media subject. So I was asked to post it as a loan shark. You're right, Yang Xiang, well done. I was posted as a loan shark, and the father owned the loan shark, and the children was being annoyed by me. Of course, during the framing, this is supposed for O level. During the framing, of course, there's no vulgarity, of course, no, because it's so, you know, like how Zhao Xuan. Okay, Salakao sure got nice languages to use. Okay, so when I'm putting this on with this, it's actually a sleeve tattoo scarf. Borrowed by from someone, okay, and to show that you're right. In fact, all of you will realize that this is like a gangster. But I'm very sad to hear that. In fact, when I was using this for my Sec 3 class, they also say you look like gangster, and they say so much hairy chest, the stomach so fat, like looks like, you know, your face never shaved properly. You know, some weirdo. I'm very sad. And then the only thing I feel very compliment Zhi Ying is that, Uncle, your hair is much more better than like now. Oh my goodness, that's the only compliment I get. You say, this time, this one, when you took one? How many years ago? Wow, emotionally damaged. I say many years lah. That's why, oh, no wonder last time you got more hair, now you got lesser hair on the head. Well, this is why I use that. Do you know recently about the pink dog, right? You know about the pink dog, right? How will you people feel about this pink dog? I'm starting my lesson of this. Yeah, this is a picture, Zhao Xuan. Yeah, I was in school, correct. This is one, you can see behind my background just now. It's actually my school compound, okay. I used to go around the high level, the last level of the school. The 4th, 5th. Can you hear me? Zhao Xuan?
It's no difference at all from now.
I can't hear you, sorry.
It's like the picture has no difference. I thought it's like you just took it recently.
Oh, no. It's many years ago. Well, I think it's in 2010 or 2011. I can't remember. Wow, that is 10 years ago. Huh? That time is more handsome than now, obviously. Now it's like really a bunch of fats, F-A-T. So just to share with you about this pink dog, why is it people have this kind of views, and why people feel that this pink dog is like where in Hong Parks. I think last week we talked about it. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. So the reason I show this picture with my Sec 3 camp, we are talking about how you perceive people, right? Chelsea, you send me a picture on this. Is this yours? Correct me if I'm wrong. I like this picture. I wonder how you all perceive and look at this picture here. Yeah. Is this, I can't remember who's I can't remember. Who is this? Is it your, oh, Zhao Xuan, Zhao Xuan. Yours, can you tell me, when you're looking at this picture at the time, what is your impressions? I like this picture so much. Seriously. Tell me. You see, you say that an American cartoonist views on keeping dolphin in SeaWorld for entertainment. is for entertainment, March 2016. The SeaWorld is an American Marine theme park chain with headquarters in Orlando, Florida. So SeaWorld execs refers to people with high positions. There's these two guys swimming behind the background, and they are responsible for running the business in the SeaWorld. And then the joking part, the ironic part is that instead of the two dolphins swimming, and these two dolphins should be represented human, they revert it. They look so happy. This is very educational. Can all of you please? I like this picture, Zhao Xuan. So, okay, let's start with Zhao Xuan. When you look at this picture, what is the first perception you look at? Because of this one, I use my pictures on myself. Okay, I want everyone to take part. Don't mind, please. Thank you. No, what is the purpose of this source? Why do you think they have this? Why do you think these American cartoonists want to put these pictures? What is the main purpose? Zhao Xuan?
It's like the main purpose to mock the SeaWorld access. Yeah.
Executive, okay. To mock the top management, okay, use the top management. Then that's all. That's all. Seriously. So as I know, if you write like that, it's not let's say good. Danny, you're asking me, sorry, Danny, suddenly I read your message. You're asking me what is that? What is the what is that? 什么东西?
So what is it? The pink whatever that thing.
Pink dog, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, pink dog 就是LGBT 的东西。你知道是 LGBT 了？你不是说是你吗？还是谁啊？说你的朋友去那边对吗？我是有。No, that means I think is it you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought another class. So the others that day I do the boot camp, they also went down there. Then I asked you what is the purpose of this? Pei Kun, can you do me a favor? Can you type the 3 and A for me? Okay, Zhao Xuan, it's not enough. The answer may not be that. Sorry, my dear.
That's why I got L22.
L22, is it?
Yeah, for this one.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, that's why. 有时候我跟你讲啊，不是你哦，我一生出来 break dance 啊 dancing 啊，我很有I love dancing a lot, seriously. Okay, 3A 啊，that 贝哥你有带了吗？没有，但是 3A. What is the 3A? Okay, Chelsea, maybe you help me or wherever. Pei Kun, are you okay to help me? Okay, 3A. So let's see. Yang Xiang, what do you think about these pictures? What is the purpose of putting these pictures?
Purpose? I think it's like it's to because like they changed the
Revert.
lah, yeah. So it kind of tells us like it kind of makes us better understand like how the dolphins actually feel.
Very close to my answer. Well done. No wonder you are in shooting. You see, when they've thrown something out in the sky, what is that thing called? The baits. They throw something within a few seconds, you have to shoot, right? Have you ever played this pinball before? Pinball. When you go to this maze, then you have to identify enemy or friend. So you have to identify by shooting. We only got 3 seconds. Like in the police, last week, Yang Xiang, I attend my police training on bomb. One of the videos, that's all I can tell you because it's very confidential. One of the videos show a very ignorant policeman went to attend an unknown puzzle in the public area. The moment he start to look through the puzzle, bam! It showed the immediate effect of the police immediately kill on the spot. So what is the purpose why the officer show us this video? Anyone can tell me? Now is to share with you. This one is to share. So whenever you see any parcel or any bag unattended in the MRT, in a bus stop, in the shopping mall, please do not go and gay kiang. In Hokkien, it's called gay kiang. Don't act smart. I go there and touch it. Okay, you have to take a picture and send it. And when you take a picture, also be careful because sometimes this type of bomb might be got radio sickness. So the purpose is to create attention, awareness, and alertness. Remember, write down how we could. So what you're saying that these features is to create the attentions of the public. Hey, hello, excuse me. How would you feel by putting yourself inside and swimming, and then we as an animal watching you? You feel good about it? Is this the way to show educations about how we behave our habitats in this area at the enclosed? Is to create the attentions of people to know that, okay, thank you, Zhao Xuan, is to mock the public, especially the top management, to say that, look, are you going to get people to pay? Is it because of your own 你的利益, 你的利润, 对吗？利润就是你的 profit, 赵璇. Don't mind, because this is your picture. 赵璇, are you listening? Sorry, because I thought you frozen. Because you know why you're behind your tree also just some frozen. So I thought you got my Wi-Fi got problem. So yeah, understand these features is awareness. Can you write one more? Awareness. Any purpose you must have these 3 A's. Pay the attention of the public. Wow, you see you see these people out 他们的利润、他们的立场、他们的觉得这样是一个教育性的来培养孩子 ，to make sure that dolphin is extinct。如果你知道我们 dolphin 是 extinct 的话，你们鸡蛋糕连就不要放在我们在这边，就给我们自由自在在海洋那边游泳，不是放在海洋公园 inside enclosed where you actually restrict our freedoms of movement. Okay, just to draw. So can you imagine to put the top management inside this kind of enclosed to show that people that, all right, hello, excuse me, is this what you want to create that kind of attention, awareness, and alertness to people that we are supposed as dolphin inside this particular enclosed to show that, okay, we are extinct, we are some things that will have an impact. Is that the right way to do? Okay. Next, so Xiaoxing, what do you think?
It is critical of the executive's decision of keeping dolphins in captivity inside the SeaWorld exhibition in Singapore.
This is in US, but okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you see, last time, yes, you are right.
Oh,
Do you know that this pink dolphin in Sentosa, right? They later decided to take away from there. Is to show very humane and 仁慈 to this pink dolphin, to let them to be swimming in the wild, W-I-L-D, wow, 自由自在的世外桃源 You know what is 世外桃源 赵璇? That means in a free world that no restrictions. Okay, carry on, Chelsea.
like the picture is drawn the opposite way, in the dolphins are looking at the executive sort of like in captivity, in showing that this is not really a good idea, cause the reader, the audience, to think about how does it feel like if you are the ones in captivity and others are just watching you like you're a show.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Bei Kun呢?
Right. It's quite effective because
Well, I like the word you use though. Right now, it's effective. The purpose of this is very effective, not quite effective. It's very effective. You look at the I want to use the word stupid face. You look at the face like that, the mouth like that, You see, and somehow the person now thanks to your effective, I realize something, Bei Kun. These two executives don't have the oxygen tank behind them, correct? They're swimming with their own breath, correct? You realize that, Bei Kun? 赵璇他们没有放那个 oxygen tank. Okay, carry on.
it is very effective because it shows when they are put in the situation of the animals, we won't feel very good about it.
Say what, sorry?
like when we are put in the situation of the animals, we won't feel very good about it.
Okay, so don't feel very in a very friendly right now, Zhao Xuan, for you in a very friendly environment. Okay, no freedom. Okay, thanks. How about Danny? How do you feel about this picture when you look at it? What is your first thing, your first 3A, and what do you think this purpose serve to create the 3A?
I think it's like sarcasm.
Okay, very good.
Because like we are looking normally when like in a real world context when we go to like ocean parks, it's like those we are looking at like those dolphins like without thinking anything. We're just thinking that it's very like very fun to look at them and they're very cute, but we never think of them being in an enclosed space. Are they like happy or not? Which is like referred in this source where it's like you put people inside the enclosed area and then like they're suffering there.
I like the word suffering. Actually, they are not enjoying their suffering. Can you imagine if Zhao Xuan is Aquaman, and then Zhao Xuan Aquaman can go in and talk to the dolphin. The dolphin can say, 老师哦，求您救救我，这个臭 executive 只因把我们放在这边，这个只因不是人性，快点救我们，求求你了。还有他的那个 trainer 杨香也是这样，把我们放在里面，整天叫我们游来游去。其他个游来游去都是一样地方 ，from point A point B， 没有看到其他的球幕。哎呀，我不要了。Can you imagine, Zhao Xuan, this dolphin can talk to you and tell you all their suffering. Thank you, Danny. Hey, because of you, I just think of Aquaman. You know, there's one. Do you watch the movie called Aquaman? No, do you watch that? You know, when the boy was being bullied, right? Bam, bam, there at the aquarium, right? Then you see all the Yang Xiang angry with you. Then you saw all the whale, the shark, right? All the sea creature came to him, right? Wow, that is very powerful, man. Can you imagine all these sea creatures has been inside this aquarium? Okay, Danny, can you imagine they thought they are in the ocean? Hey, see you. Then after that, one big round, hey, how come I see you again? Yeah, I lost my way. Can you imagine they are thinking they're in the oceans? Hey, imagine saying you are the sea turtle, I'm the other fish, I'm the grouper, 那个大只的鱼。Oh, see you, man, 子英。那个，诶，我又见到你了。我刚才不是见到你，是咯。看你 let them stupid, we are in the aquarium. 哦，是哦。It's like, oh my goodness, 我又讨厌看到你，我又偏偏看到你那种。Can you imagine all these sea creatures can talk to each other, can have an emotional feeling? It's very sad. The suffering. Thank you so much. I'm looking for that word, suffering. Suffering in a really called, can I use the word emotional damage? Back to you, last but not least, Xing Chen is not coming in today. How do you feel about this picture? Zhao Xuan, I'd rather you be like that because I can see your full face. I'd rather you stay like that. No, this sounds sarcastic. My purpose for you that I can see your full face. Well done. Yeah, Zoro, yes. And I like Danny, your lovely corgi dog. Well done. And thank you, Mr. President Yang Xiang. 自己吃哦，自己吃我揪哦，吃得很爽，咬得很爽哦，你吃榴莲了？Yes, Pirates of 指引 Can you tell me 快点？我还有东西要叫。What do you
Oh, I
feel about
didn't
this
hear
picture?
you just now.
Oh,
My
now you can
Wi-Fi
hear
is
me?
terrible. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about this poor picture here?
It's to show that like if the positions of the orca and the humans were reversed, like the humans wouldn't enjoy it, and it's to show like the orcas being in the aquarium, they're with their restricted freedom and space, they're not very happy about it.
Oh, great. Ziying used a very good word called restrictions. Can you write down, Zhao Xuan, restrictions of movement, suffering of the animals' enclosures for freedoms. You realize, Zhao Xuan, you realize today, Uncle Raymond, I'm not the only one teaching. Okay, Uncle Pei Kun with the massage also tell you some answer. Well done. I like the answer from there. Okay, except Yang Xiang, no, except Chelsea very serious. never show his very cute background. Is a avatar. Okay, thank you. So, Zhao Xuan, you realize all the answer. I really miss Xing Chen's answer. You will give me another very good answer as well. So the keywords are, the purpose is to mock, you're right, Zhao Xuan. And the tone, you're right. Somebody says sarcasm, right, Danny? Yes, you see, they look so happy. This is very educational. These two conversation that these two dolphins having is actually giving a very sarcastic and negative tone. The tone to show that, can you imagine you're putting us back the same situations as it was the last time? Have you watched this movie called the War of Apes, APE, or the War of don't know what? It's like all the gorilla, the monkey took over the whole entire world and they're fighting with the humans. And there will be another one is similar to chimpanzee, was being enclosed and doing a kind of animal testing. Very sad. In other words, all these living down the feelings, they are mocking to the feelings. So, yep, for their own benefits. Thank you. So let me go back to the very this one here. So today is the last lesson of this, June. Later I will show you. Later you remind me of showing the whole class the next 3 months of agenda. The attitude. I'm not attitude. The whole 3 months of the course. All right. Okay, this is the last week homework or so, right? Thanks, Danny. I received your answer as well, Pei Kun. So over the year, healthcare cost has increased, and then you talk about how the population has risen from this and what is the main purpose. The topics we are talking about aging populations, as well as also we are talking about you need the influx of foreign talents coming to Singapore. So yep, so in 2 ways, instead of 1 way, answer in 2 ways. And then we're talking about which is more important, communities. Later we'll look at Danny's answer as well as Pei Kun answer. Okay, while looking at this, let's look at this one, the answer here. Yang Xiang, will you mind me to the class, please? Give me a minute. Okay, yeah, these 2 paragraphs will do. Let's go. 1 way. Oh, you're eating, never mind. No, then you don't read. Later then read. Okay, don't mind. Don't mind. Zhao Xuan, will you mind? Zhao Xuan, can you read this 1 way?
What?
Can you read to the class, please?
Oh, okay. Which one?
Thank you, sir.
Oh. One way Singaporeans can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is by having a healthy lifestyle. When Singaporeans take ownership of their own health by observing healthy eating habits and exercising regularly, the chances of falling ill are greatly reduced.
So write down this, and this one is the best answer. If you really don't know a mental block, you cannot write on that day during O level. This is a good answer. Seriously, individual must take care of your own health. Individual is responsible of your own health. Individual is not only responsible, but you must go for a regular what? Can somebody add one last word for me? You must go for a regular what? You can type it out if you don't feel like talking to me. Sorry, my dear, who's saying that? What do? Regular what? Somebody say checkup. Yes? Chelsea, agree now? Regular checkup. Regular review, right? Now, regular review. And then if those people, 你懂哪一个三高吗？老人家有三高。Okay, sorry, lagging just now. My Wi-Fi now, my turn. Sorry, my Wi-Fi now is my turn. Guys, I'm going to change my Wi-Fi now in case y'all cannot receive it. Sorry, I'm going to change now. Give me a minute. In case it cut off, you wait for a while. I'm going to change now in 3, 2, 1, changing to the other. Who say the 3 什么三高? Which are the 3 things that 高血压、高胆固醇，还有什么？高什么？
高血压、高脂肪、高血糖。
High blood, high cholesterol, and high blood, high cholesterol, high what? High sugar, is it? The three high. So be careful of that. In fact, Uncle Raymond have all the three now. Okay, so carry on. Zhao Xuan.
Other accepted answers are buying private insurance, taking part in marathons, participating in healthy lifestyle road shows which provided tips on eating and living well, scheduling annual health screening checkups.
Okay, I want you all to choose one now. Which one do you think? Come on. I will choose one of the most next Zhao Xuan, I will never go and take part in marathons over my dead bodies. Okay, I will not go and run 42 kilometers. Seriously. Okay, Yang Xiang, joke. Even along the way got nice Chobu or nice handsome guys. I won't be bothered. That will be the last thing I will do and run there. Okay, marathon is out of my questions. Then therefore, I would rather buy private insurance, but unfortunately, Yang Xiang, I cannot buy private insurance. You know why? Because I got heart problem. I got cholesterol, so there will be a lot of loading for private insurance. That means I have to pay more for my private insurance. So number one and number two is out. Participating in healthy lifestyle road shows, 没有时间去参加这些东西 to be honest. Okay, so the last one is scheduling an annual healthcare. At least, have you heard this on write down? Prevention. Chelsea?
It's better than cure.
Write down this, please. Write down this in your essay. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure, right? So like I send it to you. Next month, I will be there. If you have time, just drop by and say hi to me after school. If you are staying in the east side of Singapore, all right? Okay. Ziying, which one will you do? Buying insurance or taking part in marathons, or which one? So I explain my answer. I will choose the scheduling and annual. Okay. So you choose this one as A, B, C, or D. See?
B or C.
What? B or C, huh? Okay lah, you young lah, you can run 42 lah. You think you purposely run marathon along the way you see handsome guy along. Okay lah, good, B, okay. D, Zhao Xuan. Thank you. Why D?
You say, I don't think I can also run marathon.
No, it's not my cup of tea. You ask me even swim like a triathlon, swimming, cycling, and running. No way, man.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't do that. You ask me to play football, basketball, table tennis, okay, but run no ways. Over my dead body. Okay. Wei Kun will say D and B. Wow, marathon. Okay. 可以啦 OK 你可以跑啦我跟赵贤跑到一半不可以了气喘如牛了 OK fair enough OK 乔欣呢 Yang Xiang, what is your answer? And Danny?
I think best would be schedule annual screenings and checkups. Then
Why?
probably be followed by participating in healthy lifestyle shows, road shows.
Why this to you is important?
Because this is very important because annual screenings are able to like root out a lot of
Start with D.
diseases.
Another D. Detect right now. Detect diseases. Correct or not? You are able to detect the diseases. And start another with D. This one is the most powerful, right? Guys, write down. You are able, thanks to Chelsea, you are able to detect the diseases and destroy the cancerous cells. Correct or not? 对吗? Do you know a lot of people, like some of my friends and relatives, yesterday I visit my mother-in-law, told me one of the relatives got cancer, but because of early detections, early diagnostic, one more, write down the word, Danny, one more word, diagnostic. You know what is diagnostic? That means 早一点发现到这个瘤这个 cancerous cells, so you are able to destroy it by chemotherapy, 对吗？侥幸 right? You study by chemotherapy. So seriously, children, this is the time when you grow older in 10 to 15 years time, when your daddy, mommy, like Uncle Raymond, 60 plus, 70 plus. This is the time you have to bring them. You know what is mammogram? No? You know what is mammogram? Wait, the girls, do you know what is mammogram? Mammogram is to check the breast to see whether got breast cancer or not. And then the ovary, they call the pap smear test. Now, pap smear test is very important to all the mummies. After giving birth to you, you have to check the ovaries, the internal part of the female's organs inside to make sure there's no cancerous cells. My relative got it. And one of my good friends, the mom, because he never go and check, he got this ovary cancer. Because he was taking care of her son so much so that end up the son, of course, sadly to say, is also my church Christian fellowship. The son passed away because he got this illness. Then after that, no, the mommy passed away first, followed by the son. So seriously, that's why you know, mommy will give birth to us. They always have all these problems after that. So they have to go through for these detections and diagnostic. Seriously. All right. So mammograms and all these, you won't be surprised that even though now you're only set 3 or set 4 or whatever, you have to know all this because health is the really, that's why they say ping of health. Write down the word ping of health. Okay, it's an idiom. It's I wish you in the ping of health. So when you write the essay, situation writing, okay, Yang Xiang Bei Kun, you can say, how are you, Danny? I hope this letter find you in the ping of health. I don't think anybody in your school will write this as an introduction for situation writing, seriously. Right? Zhao Xuan and Bei Kun, and okay, Xing Chen has been doing that for many months already for that. So he knows about it. All right, so Yang Xiang, if you can write the starting of the, for example, you are writing to your cousins of situation writing, informal or formal or email or letter, you can start, hi, how are you, Yang Xiang? I hope this email or this letter find you in the ping of health. I was on cloud 9 when I heard that you're coming to Singapore. Okay, we were going to have a wheel of the time. Okay, remember last time we will play together and we were as happy as a lark. You realize a lot of idioms, right? There's something that your introductions will be good and better than the rest than others. So next, Zhao Xuan.
One way Singaporeans can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is by having a healthy lifestyle. When Singaporeans take ownership of their own health by observing healthy eating habits and exercising regularly, the chances of falling ill are greatly reduced. In this way, Singaporeans can maintain a healthy daily routine and will not fall ill so easily. Keeping fit in mind and body will save Singaporeans a trip to see a doctor and not spend unnecessarily on medical treatment. Hence, one way Singaporeans can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is by having a healthy lifestyle.
So you are saying, thank you. While we are reading this, it reminds me of two things. Can you, I choose A and B, ready? Okay, A and B. A is a person who is addicted to smoking. A, listen, A for smoking. B is this person is addicted to alcohol, wine, whiskey, or even red wine, 红酒. You know red wine is good for body, right? Do you know that? 红酒, right? Sorry, Uncle Raymond, not even 红酒, 什么酒, 茅台还是什么青岛, whatever. I will never drink a single, even 醉虾. Okay, I tell you, I cannot. Even one drop of alcohol, 我会失声, 我怕会失声. 你们不要笑, okay? All right. So A and B, which one do you think is more serious to the health? We're inferring, Yang Xiang, you think A, the cigarette is more harmful than to the body, or B, that is the alcohol or whiskey, alcohol, we talk about alcohol, that is harmful to the body?
I mean, I'm a bio student, but I don't know. I mean, maybe cigarettes,
Okay.
cause it contains more addictive substances.
Okay. So the nicotine, right? The nicotine.
Nicotine, tar, yeah, and
Okay.
tobacco.
Well done. Well done. You see, that's the purpose. You're using cross-referencing with your bio general knowledge. Huh? Now you see, now you understand why social study is very important. Imagine Dr. Yang Xiang, you're a doctor. The patient come, 哎，医生，我两个都这样嘞，我不能改了，怎么办？我先改哪一个先？当然你先改那个抽烟先。酒，因为怎么讲还可以 do the blood. You know maybe I'm wrong maybe the alcohol after drinking you can clear away your tar and your nicotine inside your bloodstream. You know what I mean? Because alcohol got very strong acidic things. Not acid. Is it acidic or something? Or was it acidic? No, right? No, cannot be acid lah. Sorry, alcohol cannot be acid, right? Alcohol just say alcohol, right? Alkaline, right? You are thinking
Quite bitter.
we are not drinking acid into our body, right? Oxidized. Okay, so you see, thanks, Pei Kun. You see, you're all using bio and chemistry to cross-referencing and reliability and usefulness to save this patient health. So Dr. Yang Xiang say is alcohol first. I mean, sorry, Yang Xiang say smoking is the first one to get rid. A, thank you. Danny? A or B?
Smoking, I guess.
Okay, don't guess that. You can tell your patient, I guess. Then the patient, then 医生，我来看你做什么 ？You guess， 这样我给你这么多钱 ，you guess must be. Hey, you don't like this like that, Danny. In the O level, I guess. Then you imagine the examiner, then the examiner reply you. So what you think? Which guess? Can you imagine the examiner send back the paper to you in this way? No guess, be very firm. Now you understand, It's professionalism, Hey, Danny, imagine I'm the lawyer, you're the judge. So lawyer Raymond, do you think your client is guilty or not? I guess it's not guilty. You're gonna kill me, man. 我的老板一定骂我，在那个 law firm 一定Raymond, you don't need to come to work tomorrow. Honor, I strongly believe that my client is innocent. From all the evidence gathered, he is innocent. So Danny, A or B?
A.
A, okay. Pei Kun?
I think A.
A, thank you. Zhao Xuan?
A.
Pei Kun, what is acetylhaldehyde is toxic? Is it found in alcohol or found in cigarette?
In alcohol.
In alcohol, Oh, okay, thank you. You're a chemistry student, pure chem,
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, good. All right, Ziying?
A.
Wow, all A. Okay, last but not least, Chelsea.
A.
Okay, so all of you are doctors, A. Honestly, I also agree A. But in terms of health, of course, A. In terms of safety of the patients, that means when he deal, let's say now these gentlemen are in a restaurant, in a pub. You know what is a pub? PUB, in a pub drinking and smoking with a group of friends listening to karaoke, singing karaoke, entertainment. Which one do you think is more serious? Back to you guys. So in terms of health issue, yes, I agree. Cigarette should get rid first. But in terms like your this let's say now we are looking in a law and order. Which one is more serious? Alcohol or A is cigarettes or alcohol? Which one should we get rid first? That means we should not use. Yang Xiang. So you and your friend inside okay? Okay, thank you, Pei Kun. You hold on. Yang Xiang first. 你会在那边在唱歌的时候，你会禁止他们抽烟，还是禁止他们喝更多的酒？
哦，如果在唱歌
唱
，like in
歌
a nightclub
in the nightclub， 对。
then cannot drink，禁止他们喝酒，no alcohol，cause alcohol can make you like lose your self control more easily.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay, well said. Thank you. How about Pei Kun? You also choose alcohol, Pei Kun. 为什么呢？你会情不自禁
No, it's like because people can like lose control of themselves and do things that you would not like them to do.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, sir. How about Zhao Xuan?
Alcohol lah, because you see, if you smoke, right, although you will produce like the second-hand smoke, right, but then that's one of the bad effects to others. But if you drink alcohol, right, you'll be like, how to say, it can cause harm to others if you can't control the amount you're drinking.
好，谢谢你。That's all, 赵璇. Thank you very much. Okay, 子英. Later will be Danny. Chao Xing will be last. 子英, which one is more serious?
Alcohol, cause it's like if it's a group of people, they might lose control and sometimes they might, I don't know, hit each other if they got some disagreement.
So imagine 乔欣 and Uncle Raymond 喝醉酒。哇，乔欣，我觉得子英很难看的，你同意吗？连乔欣说，呀，我觉得他不难看。哦，是吗？我不同意你。连乔欣说，我觉得他很难看。Disagree 啊，子英 angry already. Okay. 子英 angry already. 那个骗人，乔欣，你他跟我讲到你说他非常非常难看，现在你只是讲他难看，我不同意，打架了。为了子英的美貌，我们打架。Enjoy, bro. Don't get angry, Zhi. Thank you. Okay. Danny, you say ready, right? Danny say ready? Danny, your turn. So alcohol,
I don't know. I'm still deciding between alcohol and cigarette. Cause like cigarette. When you smoke and like in those pubs, you are actually very close to each other. Like you might light up other people's clothes.
Oh, well, that's really good inference and cross-referencing. That means, Ziying, this guy who's smoking very inexperienced, don't know how to smoke, don't know how to hold the cigarette properly. Okay.
It's like, cause like you're very close together, right? And sometimes like when you're playing, you just forget the distance, and then like your cigarette might touch the other people's shirt and
body,
everything.
Okay, so
，Yeah.
讨厌你烫到我了，死鬼！哎呦，连故意的，可能子英，可能那个赵璇故意的，他抽烟，他故意烫到那个美女，他假趁机而入，假哎呀，对不起，我哎呀，烫到哪里了，美女？开玩笑啊。Okay, fair enough. What about alcohol? Don't mind, this is just taking as part of the joke. Don't be so serious. Later I review my
Alcohol, right? It also depends, because if you drink like those, what do you call that? Those
whiskey, tequila.
like those like what 10 degrees, 10%, whatever, like those.
Yeah, correct. Certain amount,
Like, yeah, it's still fine, I guess, but if you drink more than that, like it'll get quite chaotic.
I like the word.
But like if it's
I like the word chaotic. Well done. I like this word chaotic. Yes.
But if it's like lesser than that, I think it's fine.
Well said. Okay, but honestly, Chelsea, I'm very stressed out. All the answers the 5 of them give are very good, but I still not very happy. There's one reason. I still not very happy. Okay, back to you, Chelsea. You're stressed already.
Okay. I feel that it's based on context, because assuming that this person drove to the park with themselves and like have to drive back themselves, then yeah, of course you have to fix alcohol right there lah. But if they have someone to bring them, like someone who is sober that can bring them home, or they rather like book a taxi or Grab on their way home instead of just going back themselves, then alcohol is not really the big problem. And like another thing is self-control. If they're able to, like, how to say, don't drink too much because they know they still need to get home, then I don't think alcohol is such a big problem lah.
So can you imagine Ziying, Uncle Raymond can drink then after I go home I call my ex-girlfriend name. Then my wife is called Christine. I call somebody. I call Mary, Jane. Then can you imagine next morning I wake up? Hey, 老婆，为什么睡在 kitchen 外面门口？ Who do you call last night when you came home to ask me to open the door? Jane, open the door. I'm not going home to see my wife, Christine. That's it. Tell saying thank you. You joke, 吴大哥 我觉得你的宝贝儿子啊，可以做长官了 ，policeman。Thank you, well done 啊，乔欣 ，really I stand out and bow to you. Guys, the five of you, you give me a lot of explanation, descriptions, right? You never give me the evidence as what Chelsea has mentioned. You say it's dangerous, right? Alcohol. Yes, Danny and Ziying, you give me a very good example. Same as Bei Kun, Zhao Xuan, and Yang Xiang. You see, Uncle Raymond, why alcohol is more serious? Imagine you drink overdose the alcohol certain limit. Well done, Danny. When you drive, can you believe the chaotic and the consequences? When this guy were to drive and bump and die. Remember recently got this guy who was driving in Chinatown, speeding, and he killed, and then the whole car was it the Porsche? Was on frame, caught fire. Right? And then a few cases is always drink. Do you see that Bei Kun, since you're knocking on it? Do you see every time in the police, they'll say, if you drink, don't drive, or Danny and Ziying and Yang Xiang, right, and Zhao Xuan and Chelsea. Right? If you drink, don't drive. Did they say this? If you smoke, don't drive. May you all get the idea now? So as a result, the consequences, the very serious impact is what Chelsea said. If you want to drink, make sure you drive ready, get someone to bring home, because it's very serious. If you don't kill yourself, you may kill others. And even though you don't kill yourself and don't kill others, okay, you never know which day, if you think that, number one, I drink already, nothing wrong. Number two, I've been drinking, nothing happened to anything. So you will continue this kind of effect by only one day. 只不怕万一，只怕不怕亿万，只怕万一。Right? So you realize these statements, you realize you have to say, Uncle Raymond, I would totally agree that for these situations, in terms of in the law and order as a police officer, we have to remind the people during festive season, do not drink and drive, because alcohol have a very strong repercussions and impacts to the environments of that person who is drinking. Fair enough, Danny, you look into cross-referencing with these two, no? That means I agree and I don't agree. Why alcohol? I agree and not agree because of cigarette. Yes, it was true, Danny. There are cases, if you go and Google it, there are other cases I'm not sure in Singapore or in other countries, smoking. Then sometimes when the cigarette butt, they might accidentally throw it, and then you might get near to the curtain, and because nightclub and pub are very dim light, the little things, and then don't forget alcohol, right? Alcohol, sometimes you drink already, the alcohol might spill on the floor, right? And this is where you create a mini fire and then become a wildfire, and good luck, and all burn to death. Yes, there are possibility. And the worst thing, if your cigarette butt anyhow throw, sometimes you are drunk, your cigarette butt you throw on the floor, and then you happen to have the electrical wire, and the wire is going to get spoiled, the wire came out from the covering of the cables, it will cause spark and cause fire. We could talk about civil defense. We are talking about a police investigation of this kind of fire in this kind of areas, right? Yeah, never fix. It's true, correct or not? So you see, well done, Danny. You are using this. You can also be police officer, Danny, and you never be surprised. If 10 years later you sign up police, I need to salute to you. No, I'm the lowest rank in the police force. I'm just a normal policeman. I owe enough. My retirement, if I were to join police, will be 60 plus. So if I can see Chelsea and Danny in the police force, you might be my officer. Nothing wrong. Okay. So well done. You realize it. You see that little things. You see, the first episode we are talking about in the hospital as a doctor advising, using your general knowledge. And I like Bei Kun, you use your chemistry to talk about it. And B, we are talking about the law enforcement. In the police sense, imagine Chelsea and Danny, both of you have to stand out, 神之一法, right? Crime watch, and then you have to stand in front of everybody and give this kind of presentation. Get it? So you say, guys, festival is coming, Christmas is coming. So you're looking at it, you're donning on the police uniform with the inspector on top, is saying that, okay, as you know, the festival is coming, guys, please, if you drink, don't drive. If you want to drive, get someone to send you home. If you're after drinking. Thank you. You see? So this, you lack of that, Ziying, Bei Kun, Zhao Xuan, and Yang Xiang, and Danny, you are there. Well done. You can describe everything, explain everything, but you don't have the evidence. And the best thing is, Chelsea give the result. You guys have the result, but it's not good enough. All right? So you understand, you must give the result. So with the result, people will feel what? You forget about the expression. Oh, I see. So if they say you must show example, you must show a video clip, the after effect when somebody is drinking, boom, you kill yourself. Do you know there's this very strong advertisement about safety belt? The one in the safety belt is in one in the Europe safety belt. So this group of guy was traveling on the countryside, speeding and then talking, Zhao Xuan. Then suddenly got one deer or some moose just walk past across. Then they suddenly brake, brake because they're traveling at a high speed, brake. And the one with the three without safety belt, one of them flew through the windscreen. Okay, the other one was hit, and then the one with when the three guys hit without the safety belt, you know what is the effect now, guys? The spirit came out from the body and go out to heaven. Wow, I like that one. Then the one with the safety belt, the spirit did not come out from the body. You know why? Because he was in a safety position. That means you are not ready to go to heaven yet. Wow, I like this inference skill. Well done. What is the purpose? The purpose is please put on safety belt lah. Good one, This, you go and Google it. This advertisement is very interesting. Okay, thank you so much for your answer, Zhao Xuan explanations. So let's move on to number 2. Okay, extract 2 and 3. Why Singapore or governments? Back to you, Pei Kun. Can Yan Xiang, can you read now? What if you beat out the driver? There is possibility, Pei Kun. There are cases like that. When they drink and drive, I've seen it before that this guy drink already a lot, and then he refused to pay for the taxi driver. He even said that you drove me on the wrong place. You purposely go one bit more and charge me a taxi fare so high. But guess what? After the case, Pei Kun, okay, lucky you got record. The passengers told him, let's say for example, I want to go Tampines. Okay, let's say let's say go Jurong East. Jurong East easy. Jurong East. Then he say, I want to go Jurong West. Hey, hello, West and East quite far. Okay. Then later they say, no, I say it's Jurong East. But when they say the message, the time recording, they got this camera recording, say Jurong West. So when you go to court case now you get it, the inference. And he was on alcohol, so with certain dose. When the police came, the police took the beaver and showed that he's on alcohol. He can't think rationally. Now you get it. So you see the reliability and usefulness skills are really in real life super useful. Back to you, Yang Xiang.
One way in which the Singapore government has made new Singapore citizens and PRs feel welcome is through the naturalization initiatives. Upon receiving their in-principle approval for Singapore citizenship, new Singapore citizens will go through a mandatory program called the Singapore Citizenship Journey. This is a 3-part program designed through collaboration between the Natural Integration Council, the People's Association, and the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore. New citizens have up to 2 months to complete this program before they can receive their Singapore identity cards and citizenship certificates.
Thank you. Please, for goodness sake, okay, guys, I want you to, this one have to memorize, sorry. Give me a minute, I'm looking for the highlight though. I don't know whether I can highlight. Yeah, I don't think can. Okay, so this one, please take note of this one here. Okay. Take note of this one here. And this one here. And this one here. Okay, please write down somewhere now. Okay, these are the 3 most important that you need to take note as a new citizen coming in, except Singapore permanent resident quota and national service. These are the 2 that one way. I heard national service, I may be wrong, that now they may not take into consideration. Even the guys who serve national service may get a Singapore citizens. It depends also. Then I was thinking, what's the point if these guys are serving national service and they do not get a Singapore citizen, not even a permanent resident? Then what's the point of serving? And then you have to go through, national service, sometimes you have to go to some of the very restricted informations or top secret information, whatever it is. Then you are telling people not to give them. I mean, it's very stupid, in my opinion, seriously. So guys, those of you are not Singaporean citizens, or those of you are PR, now, those of you are guys only a PR who want to turn to Singapore citizen, please check first to make sure that if you are serving NS, will you finally get to have your Singapore citizen PIC? But there are some of them, like one of my Korean boys, he decided to go back to Korea and serve the army. All right, and I think he has a PR in Singapore. I can't remember. So because it's an obligations for Korean guy to serve army in Korea. All right. So for you guys, if you think that okay, I just want to have a PR in Singapore, I want to preserve my citizenship in China or in other country, it's your choice. Back to you, Yang Xiang.
One way in which the committee has made new Singapore citizens and PRs feel welcomed is through their grassroots organized events and activities. The NIC launched the Community Integration Fund to support organizations interested in implementing ground-up integration initiatives. One example is a mobile application called SG Source, which provides users with information about Singaporean way of life.
Thank you. So you see, those of you are staying not in condominium, in HDB flat, or even in condominiums, you guys will attend a residential committee's RC meeting if you want to become an RC member and help to integrate your fellow citizens, your fellow residents in that particular area. Let's say Jurong West, okay, at this block, say block 1 to block 20. And then this MP is taking care of this block. And then you know that there's new citizens coming into Singapore, regardless of which country, and then you want to let them integrate. So you have to go door to door. Let's say you know this person staying which floor, which unit, and they just came in. Then this is where you go in and say, hello, how are you, Mr. and Mr. So-and-so? Welcome to Singapore. I knew that recently you got your new citizenships. Is there any help so far? Are you happy with the surrounding? How is your neighbor? How do you get along? Do you have problems getting your children to any secondary school or primary school or kindergartens or things like that? This is where this community integration fund will come into play. Sometimes we got write down children, write down the word write down the word block party. You know, HDB block 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 party, write down block party and floor party. 小新听过吗？第一次block party 就是整个 block 啦。如果你是住 HDB 的话整个 block。如果你是住 condominium 的话，就是you know condominium got block A, B, C, right? So they will have, but condominium is restricted because it's inside their own management. Whereas HDB, because it's government so you can go type the word block party and floor party. So we'll go floor. Floor means if you're staying in 10th floor, all the 10th floor, all the residents will come together to have to taste out Zhao Xuan and Bei Kun and Zhi Ying to taste their local delicacy. For example, 粽子节 okay, so you know that this group of people came, make sure they are non-halal and halal. So they came in, they might want to enjoy the 粽子. So if you know that they are halal, then of course you cannot put pork lah. Then you can give them different types of recipe of 粽子 for them to taste out. Or maybe this Malay will share with their kueh, their tangkao or their mee siam or their mee rebus with this group of people from China, from Vietnam. Or happen that this resident are also from Vietnam, and then he will share his Vietnamese Chun Jie. Get it now? So this is called the floor party and block party. Can use and because Uncle Raymond's are also involved in this in my RC, in my block. So sometimes we will organize, like let's say I'm staying in this block here, I will organize, and then seriously, can you imagine go door to door? So let's say next month on the 10th of July, we have a block party, the whole block. That means got 80 units. I literally have to call one by one. 你们要不要来7月10号我们有个 block party 榴莲let's say durian, seriously durian durian fest 你们喜欢吃榴莲吗？不喜欢哇，我很喜欢吃榴莲。Okay, so there will be a durian fest， 就是每个人来一起吃榴莲，真的，还是中秋节 ，for example the Chinese Mooncake Festival， we'll bring them to the block party. Usually Mooncake Festival will be the whole. We got a garden that means all the 10 block will come together to carry the lanterns， 拆那个对联中秋对联 ，then 那个茶道yeah, okay, these are the things, guys. It is good I recommend you if you can get your parents and yourself to join in the residential committee RC. Seriously, especially for you guys because you know why, you will be very good for your testimonial if you go for NUS, NTU, or the local university. No, seriously, because this will help you in your profile, And next time when you look for a job, they know that your VIA compared to this one is nothing. This one, if you is really helping in the real world. And then guess what? Ziying and Danny, all right, and Yang Xiang and Zhao Xuan, Bei Kun and Qiao Xing. If good now, the MP might write letter to say, this youth have helped me, you know, meet the people sessions where all the MP will go in every week on certain day to listen to the residents' complaints, or minister, member of the parliament's minister, my son recently can't find a job, no. My husband recently got retrenched, no. I can't pay the PUB bills, no. Can you help me where to look for HDB? Things like that. You get me now? So this is where it helps you. Then you start to write letter, help them to type letter, to send in letter, to give them. You see, you mentioned here, right? Look at this: block parties, festival celebrations, and home visit. This is very useful. This one is very useful. Please, write down. I just seen it. Okay, this is very useful. The three of this is very, very useful. And then if you help the MP meet the people sessions, you go and Google now, guys. Meet the people sessions. Go and read about it. Read this one. This one is where all the MP will listen to all the residents, and then they will find ways to help them to solve certain problems. Not all problems, certain problems, to help them to go through their financial woes or whatever it is. Okay, thank you. So this one also orientation tours. Sometimes you can bring the resident to go to visit the farm at Kranji Farm, or even that Qianhu. 你听过Qianhu吗? Qianhu is where they sell all the fishes, exotic fishes, and even the frog farm, the vegetable farms, or whatever what Singapore have. This kind of activities, they will take this group tour bus to go around to visit the 大伯公庙。听过大伯公庙吗？听过吗？大伯公 is a temple 啦 ，is a temple to 拜拜那些大伯公，就是那种二郎神。听过二郎神吗？观音吗？听过观音吗？These are the Chinese temple, or they even visit the mosque, the Muslim Islamic mosque, or even the church, some churches. And even the Hindu temples, to show that these are the multiracials. And what must you do when you go into the temple? You must take out the shoe. You must, if you go to the Sikh temple, S-I-G-K-H, Sikh temple, if I'm not mistaken. That means suddenly I lost my spelling. You must cover your with a headdress and things like that. Okay, so let's go for this one. Okay, done with you. Yang Xiang.
One way in which the Singapore government has made new Singapore citizens and PRs feel welcome is through the naturalization initiatives. Upon receiving their in-principle approval for Singapore citizenship, new Singapore citizens would go through a mandatory program called the Singapore Citizenship Journey. This is a 3-part program designed through collaboration between the Natural Integration Council, the People's Association, and the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore. New citizens have up to 2 months to complete this program before they can receive their Singapore identity cards and citizenship certificates. As a result, new Singapore citizens and PRs will feel welcome when they develop emotional attachment and a sense of belonging, which is fostered and deepened through learning about their new home as they explore the key historical, cultural, and relational experiences in Singapore.
Danny and Hao and Bei Kun and the rest of you will read your SRQ. For goodness sake, seriously, you wrote very well, no? Your description, explanation, and sometimes also Qiao Xing and the rest of you, you forget to put as a result and how people feel. You describe, you for example, you describe and explain with example to your son that you must study. If you study well, you become a lawyer, you become a doctor, you can become an engineer. Okay, very good. What is the result after that? As a result, you earn good money and you also return back to society, right? You take care of society. So people will feel good about it. So why? As a result, you not only contribute your skill, your professionalism to the society, and you also help people, and people will feel good about your professionalism, and you feel a sense of belonging. You feel good that you are being part, you're able to contribute to the countries. That's how you feel. Therefore, education is paramount important at the young age. Example, this is a title. Do you agree education is important at the young age? Something like that. You means that as a result, for goodness sake, from now on, your SRQ, you don't put this, you will never get full marks. Trust me. Even you don't know how to write, sorry, I'm not being sarcastic or anything or mocking you. Even you don't know how to write because you start, you just write last part. As a result, people will feel good because of that. That will be like a next higher level of answering. Seriously, okay? Last one, Yang
Okay, one way in which the community has made new citizens, Singapore citizens and PRs feel welcome is through grassroots organized events and activities. The NIC launched the Community Integration Fund to support organizations interested in implementing ground-up integration initiatives. One example is a mobile application called SG Source, which provides users with information about the Singaporean way of life. As a result, new Singapore citizens and PRs will feel welcome when information and resources on Singapore society, norms, and values are provided to deepen their understanding of the way of life in Singapore and lessen the chance of misunderstandings and misgivings when differences arise.
Yes, this is very important. I believe some of you who first time came to Singapore, you are lost shit. You are lost in terms of the how to get information. So just like when you are a child, you are lost in a shopping center, lost in a shopping center. What is the first thing you're going to do? You go to the information counter, right? If you're brave enough, say, Auntie, Uncle, I'm lost. Can you please page and call my mommy, daddy to come and fetch me here? If you're brave enough. But the second thing, if you're not brave enough, what you do? You just stand there and start crying and weeping, right? Then people will come to you. Poor Zhao Xuan, 为什么你哭呢，小弟弟? So can you imagine 赵璇小弟弟，你鸡蛋干你不会看咩？我 lost 啦，我 parents 不在这边啊！你看，哇 ，gangster already， 来，大哥抽一支烟，大哥，来抽烟。哇，抽雪茄哈，是一个 ，OK。So you get an idea, you feel that you are lost, so you need someone to take it. And true enough, most of the time when the child is lost in a shopping mall, of course you won't go to the information counter, you will cry, and people will come to help you. But just like in Singapore, when you're lost, who will come to you? You do not know there's a Singapore source, right? or don't know where to get the information from the internet, right? Even you Google, you so wow, 茫无头绪, you can't find any information that is relevant to you. The most important thing is your neighbor. True not, Ziying? You're not on the door. 对不起啊，楼下哪里有 ATM 对不起啊，哪一边有超级市场 Danny 对不起啊，乔信我儿子发烧了，这边有没有最近的 clinic？ 有没有24小时的？因为在我本地，我国家没有这样的服务。你们新加坡有没有这样，对吗 ？Correct. So you will direct them 对不起杨生这边有没有24小时的咖啡店我儿子读书读到半夜，肚子饿，想要买东西吃 ，Correct. This is the way 对不起赵璇，我不会用这边的那个外卖，这边什么外卖you are Grab 怎么 download 那个 software 赵璇对不起贝困我最近我的先生想要做一些 part time， 他有 PR 了。可是要做 part time， 你听说你的太太有做 part time 的，你可以介绍我你那边有没有工作吗？对不对？对吗？谢谢你Uncle 贝坤好的 Uncle 贝坤小事，没问题，可以帮忙就帮That you get idea Seriously， 所谓远亲不如近邻，听过这句话That's very important. That's why it's called neighborly. Very important. Therefore, I give the conclusion. 杨相。
The last one, the blue color one.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, I strongly believe that community or individual plays a vital role to ensure a strong bonding for new Singapore citizens and PRs to be more welcomed and felt at home, so that all Singapore new citizens and PRs will feel a sense of belonging and they will eventually be able to contribute with their hearts and souls to make Singapore a better place to live in, study, work, and carry on with the next generation to contribute back to the society and more cohesive.
Yeah, write down. This is the paragraph. I personally wrote that. So I leave it to you. If you want a strong conclusion, please write this paragraph down to help you if this question come up in diversity, of course. So this GST, I will stop here for a while. And I want you to go through with Pei Kun's answer. Danny, I mark your paper already, just to, in case if you don't believe me, let me show with Pei Kun first. I will show Danny's paper first. Danny, you see the paper here? This is the last part of the last part. And then you see I mark already. Okay. Okay, I mark already. So now I want to show Pei Kun. Are you ready to read your question paper? I mean your answer paper, not your question. Why you read your question? Where is yours? I see it. All right, let's go. Sorry, I one more time. Pei Kun, ready? Let's go. Read, please.
The spirit of entrepreneurship can be encouraged in Singapore by changing the mindset of Singaporeans to be more creative and take risks and rewards for entrepreneurship. First, their family members have to be.
Who is there? Correct. First, the entrepreneur family members. Okay. Remember, don't use the word there. Don't use pronouns. Proper noun. Entrepreneurs, family members. Okay. The startup company's family member. Carry on.
Have to be supportive for the entrepreneurship and allow the members to take risks and be more creative.
Stop here. 这个是你自己写的呢，还是 copy from somewhere?
I wrote it myself.
Awesome. Very good. Awesome. Really good. Not awful. It's really good. Very good. Carry on. Because so far, I've been marking so many papers that not many people from there I can roughly tell. I just want to see whether how honest you are. Well done.
Families also need to acknowledge entrepreneurship as a legitimate career option and that it is essential to society.
This one is not from you, right?
Yeah.
This one is definitely not because 我看不起你写这样，不要误会啊。Okay, because you see, Andre Raymond has been doing social study and history for so many years. I've been reading a lot of resources, so roughly I can tell whether this is written by students or not students. I just want honesty. That's all I need. I'm not going to pinpoint you to plagiarisms or whatever it is, please. Now, why this sentence is very linked to the previous sentence is because a lot of them have problem to do startup because 我给你读书读到这么高啊，你不要做 lawyer， 你自己要出来做头家。你自己要出来做老板 that's not the way. But unfortunately, the situation has changed. Pei Kun, last time your parents who want to come out to become your own taoke, your own bosses, your great-grandfather and grandfather were against the idea. Because they find that I invest so much in your education, you don't want to be a lawyer, don't want to be a teacher or whatever, you go and turn to other things, which is nothing wrong. But now, carry on. You got a lot of support and this is where you're going to go. Let's go. Schools.
Schools also play a vital role in encouraging entrepreneurship. Schools can encourage students to have internships and strategic partnerships to help students acquire relevant skills and benefit from real-world experiences.
I like this word, from real-world experience. This one is either you copy somewhere or using your own, okay? But this is very true. The one I take means is very true because now school is not a school about academic. School want to apply. Listen out right now. Apply, imply, and supply the knowledge to you. Apply right now. Apply, imply, and supply the knowledge. Write down these three words for students so that you are able to use it in real life. Exactly. Seriously. All right. So one of them, you know, this secret lab. Do you know about secret lab? You know what secret lab, no? And no, secret lab is the one you're sitting on the chair. The chair, the most expensive chair. The youngest millionaire in Singapore. 27岁. Wow. A gaming chair can become a millionaire. Oh, Yang Xiang. Cool, right? So you see, there's a possibility. is see how how to be creative. Why? Because what I believe this guy, when he was in secondary school or in his poly time, there is something that the professor or the lecturers or the teachers has inculcated and nurtured that person to become very entrepreneurial. And one of them, Bei Kun, you have mentioned is school. Seriously, all right. Just remember 孟母三迁哦，为什么他要搬家哦？就是为了孩子的前途。So it's the same thing. Carry on, my dear.
To become entrepreneurs, they
They who? Your grandfather, my grandfather, or Zhao Xuan grandfather, who grandfather? Must be exact, huh? Carry on.
need to have resilience and encourage.
So to become entrepreneur, this entrepreneur needs, I know you already mentioned entrepreneur here, but this day might be very ambiguous, so must be very very long-winded. Carry on, schools.
Schools and families can help the student by supporting them emotionally and teaching them how to be resilient and courageous. To become entrepreneurs, they also need to be familiar with their community and get their support.
Too many of they already, do and there. Okay, so be very, very low also. To become entrepreneurs, these entrepreneurs also need to be familiar with their own, okay, then this one you can put with their community already. Okay, to get support, to get what support? What kind of support are we talking about? Write down, Bei Kun, support in financially, emotionally, and physically. Okay? Financially is the most important because all these small startup or entrepreneur need a lot of capital, meaning fund and money to generate the income and make sure that it's profitable enough to continue so that they encourage the entrepreneurial spirits. Okay, next, startup.
Startups need funds to start their businesses. Many do not have the money to do so and have to loan some money from the bank.
Exactly true.
If they succeed, they will be able to pay the loan back.
So you see the day and the day, this one confirm if like that, the teacher might mark you down. So you must say, if these entrepreneurs succeed, they will be able to pay the loan back. Okay. What kind of loans? Financial loans. Loans got many types of loans. You got renovation loans, got study loans, got business loans, got a lot of loans. Got bridging loans. Okay, carry on.
But if they fail, they will have a hard time paying back the money they owe.
So you see the day. There are 3 days there. Who? The banker, the family members, the entrepreneur, or the employees, or what? So carry on.
The situation caused many Singaporeans to be afraid of becoming an entrepreneur.
Carry on.
This problem, the government need to have funding support for the entrepreneurs so that they can be encouraged to continue creating new ideas that make their business thrive.
Carry on.
If the entrepreneur fails, they will have another chance. But if the entrepreneur proves that he learned from the mistake they made and has shown improvement, they can have another opportunity to start another business and try out new innovative ideas.
Yes, I would like to use the word try, and they will have a chance, another chance to have a new innovative idea. Because of this funding, they give the entrepreneur a space, a proximities, and a bigger circumference for them to expand their ideas. But without the funding from the governments, the funding from the angel investor, write down the word angel. The angel investors are people from big companies who want to invest together with the help of government funding as well as the angel investor to come in to give you the boost of your business so that your business can be, instead of level 1, you start level 3 already. So with 3 level up, that means you are much better than those who have no funding, no support, no R&D, no expertise, no professionalism, no skilled workers or no skill of staff to help you. But now with all these things, you can come in together with, the most important thing, Bei Kun, technology. Yeah, with this technology, that depends on what kind of business you're doing. But most of the business startup are 90% need social media and internet. Okay. So this will be very useful for if you are going for poly. Doesn't mean JC not important. Okay. Please do not use I deny that positive impacts of globalization are more significant than the negative impacts of globalization. Never use I deny. Because if the question asks you agree or disagree, just answer I agree, I disagree. That's all. Okay. So you see, when you start off, you say globalization that led to the influx of many MNC fast food chains, such as McDonald's, KFC, and okay, yeah, you tell me all these things, excuse me. So 到底是 agree or not agree? Of course, Bei Kun, You can end at the last sentence here to say agree and not agree. Nothing wrong. Children, this one is very serious. Very, very serious. Please pay attention. I know some of you like to write until last part. Oh gosh, shucks. I forgot to start the sentence with negative or positive because I forgot the ATQ. Then you do it in the last part. Okay, some teachers like me are very OCD. If I don't see my students start with the sentence, whether positive or negative, I will confirm my mind will switch off. I will make it the level lower. So please, okay, make this a habit. Start off a sentence. I agree. I don't agree. This is globalization has shown the positive effect to lead to the influx of many MNC, something like that. But don't let the last part. Pei Kun, can you carry on? Globalizations.
Globalization has led to the influx of many MNC fast food chains such as McDonald's, KFC, and Starbucks coffee into Singapore.
So it's good or bad? You get me now? So it's good or bad? That's why you see your exam, your teacher will mark you down very vague, VAGUE, and 模糊, very ambiguous. So it's just like Pei Kun, you ask the son, so you want to eat or not? I'm quite full. Okay. So when you say quite full means what? 你一定要吃还是不要吃? I want to eat something. Wow. So 你要吃吗? I feel like eating some food. Oh. So excuse me, 儿子，你要吃还是不要吃? Later 啦。So later 是几时？几点？今晚还是什么？现在是2点。Later 是几点？3点、4点、5点、6点。So you say, yes, Daddy, I want to take some food. I'm hungry now. Then you know you can prepare the food for him. Get it? This is immediate ATQ. Answer the question. 不要优柔寡断. Don't be hesitating. Well, I think no. In the exam you cannot like that. Yes or no. Straight to the point. 法官大人，我觉得应该可能我的当事人被困没有罪啊。你说说有罪还是没有罪？你觉得他有罪就有罪了，没有罪就是没有罪了。You want this type of lawyer no? You're talking like that, my dear. Cannot, cannot. Exam. Carry on. The appearance.
The appearance of these fast food chains has resulted in the competition of local food industries with fast food MNCs. Before Starbucks existed in Singapore, people went to their local coffee shops to get a daily dose of traditional coffee.
This one you copy somewhere one, right? You do on your own. Well done, really. But you read somewhere, then you modify lah. Well done. Thank you, Uncle Pei Kun. Good. That means if you do that, that means you are very good in your own questioning technique for comprehension reading. Well done. Okay, you are there. Do you know that? If you know how to rephrase and restructure and re-engineering the whole sentence and make it like, I cannot detect whether you copy from the source or you do your own. Wow, 最高境界. Well done. You didn't know, now you know, carry on.
Now with Starbucks, fewer people are going to the coffee shops to get coffee, as Starbucks is more convenient and it's available at almost every mall and business infrastructure.
This one I disagree. Actually, now I look at it now, your sentence, I quite disagree. 请问你I 再问各位在座各位do you all always drink? Okay, I don't know about. Okay, let's say Starbucks. Let's say tea 喝茶，不要说 coffee. Do you prefer Starbucks coffee or prefer those coffee shop coffee? It's cheaper, by $4. 你可以喝4次对吗？乔信 about $4 or $5, right? Okay, I don't know you all drink coffee. Of course, I love Starbucks, the coffee. I even love those 7-Eleven. You know 7-Eleven also got coffee. You can cappuccino, right? And then the coffee in the coffee shop is very cheap, $1.30 only. So which one? The quality, my dear friend. It's the quality of the coffee, my dear friend. It's not the convenience. If you say convenience, 7-Eleven is more convenience than any Starbucks. True or not? 对吗，贝坤？ Starbucks is only from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if I want to drink 7 to 8 p.m., how? Not all Starbucks open. No, I know Paragon. When I work in Paragon, the Paragon Starbucks open at 7 a.m. because they want to cater to the working class there. But not all shopping centers open at 7 a.m. 对吗? Wells 7-Eleven is 24 hours. Get it now? Okay, it's convenience. Yes. Is for only certain place, but not Starbucks. So imagine I have experience working in Starbucks. Sorry, this doesn't make sense. Okay, it's a quality. I would say Starbucks quality, the coffee is much better. But then, Danny, you might agree, no, I think Coffee Bean is better, or Coffee Smith is better. Correct or not? Right, depends on your taste bud already. That one is different already. Carry on, the influx. Hello, brother, carry on.
The influx of many fast food MNCs made being a hawker less profitable and resulted in less of the younger generation wanting to become a hawker.
Very good. This is very, very true. But you say make being a hawker. What do you mean by make being a hawker? Very vague. So the influx of many fast food MNCs have made a decline for youngsters to become a hawker, because it's due that this is because the hawkers will earn less profit. Get it now? It's a rephrase. Need a rephrase. Carry on.
Globalization has resulted in the erosion of local culture and practices in the local food industry.
So it's negative lah, correct. Therefore, it will have a negative impact of globalization to impact in the country, and it will erode the local cultures, value, traditional practice as well. Write down this one. Thank you. Is it that's all? Okay. Then although globalization is capable of eroding the culture and local industry, it can also encourage the younger generation to be innovative and spread. Then 你这边很奇怪嘞，你在讲什么？你这边到底是讲 negative， then 你又加这个进去， then 到底是什么？ Don't ever write like that in exam, children. Not just 背困啊。I've seen a lot of students just for the sake. This is not essay in English. For goodness sake, please. This is a yes or no. You don't get act smart and add this one in. It doesn't make sense. So I'm very confused now. This sentence, does it make sense? Or I underline this one is miscorrect. Shucks. This is okay. If I were to do wavy one, the line like this, Zhao Xuan, if I do this, that means I don't understand. But if I do this, means it's correct. Okay, I agree. But then later I found out, does these things here, is it related? No? 我不懂你在讲什么，可能你自己懂的是 is to support the enhancements of your conclusions, that is to show negative. But then this is capable of rerouting, and it can also encourage. Wait. 你说可以 eroded, then you encourage 到底是可以帮还是不可以帮？明白意思吗？抽烟是不好的，可是抽烟可以 distress。你说喂，到底是好还是不好？你懂意思吗？所以你不明白的话，不是不明白 ，sorry。If you are not sure then my best， 本来这边可以给你 L4 L3 5 to 6 months， but because of this sentence here, not just this sentence, take note, all of you listen, because of this sentence, it might reduce to 1 to 2 marks. Not worth it, not worth it. Okay, please, not worth it. Okay. Pei Kun, continue to hand in this homework more. Then you will surely, definitely you know where is your mistake. Then that is where you will improve. If not, I tell you, your parents will think, how come you attend so many lessons and yet you still cannot improve? Because you lack of the practice, you lack of giving me the mistake. Whereas you see Qiao Xing and Ziying, and who else? And Xing Chen, no need to say, has been not handing much homework. Okay, and Yang Xiang, last time you're handing the homework. And Danny also, now you're handing, now I know where is your pattern. If it goes wrong, I can tell you what it is happening, okay? Hey, where is my... Danny, let's go. Danny?
One way Singaporeans can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is MediSave.
Sorry,
MediSave
you're
is
saying that is in your opinions, how can Singapore meet the challenge of healthcare costs? So you say yes, one way, very firm. Okay, but nothing wrong to don't put the yes. Carry on. It's through the use of MediSave. Okay, yes, one way Singaporean can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is through the use of, you must use the word very emphasized, it's through the use. That means you must. That is the one most important way. Don't say healthcare is MediSave. Then not very convincing. Please, all of you write down. It's through the use of MediSave. It's through the use of MediFund. It's through the use of MediShield. Carry on.
MediSave is a compulsory individual medical savings account scheme for those who are working and their next of Keynes.
Yes, right.
It
Okay, so
helps
this is
single-
important. Sorry.
Nothing.
So this is very important because you need to know that you have to emphasize this because as a financial advisor, last time as an insurance advisor, I always like to use, Raymond, do you think we should use this? I said, yes, it's only through this channel that you can claim from your MediSave. This is through this one that if you want to have enough MediSave, the only way is that you have to work a part-time job, a full-time job, or a job that require you to pay through, to contribute CPF. That's one way to build up your MediSave. There's no other way unless you top up using cash inside. So you are very straightforward, Danny. That means 有没有别的选择？没有，就是要这样做。This is the 政府的规则。This is the rule and regulation. So you are very firm. You see, you are not sorry to say, you are not giving your client another alternative because this is a regulation by the government. You must follow, right? I don't think your teacher will explain to you because as an insurance agent, you must be very specific to tell your client the right thing. If your client did not listen properly, just a lawyer or doctors, if your client listen to the wrong information, then you'll get the wrong things, and that's not fair to them. Carry on. It helps.
It helps especially.
It helps
It helps
Singaporeans.
Singaporeans, especially the lower income, to pay for their share of medical treatment without financial difficulty. Working adults or young Singaporeans and their employees contribute a part of their monthly
Employers.
wage. Employers contribute a part of their monthly wage into the account to save for their future medical needs.
Do think,
For example,
well done, well said. Sorry, I have to interrupt. Do think, well done, well said. Because you mentioned the word employers, it's very important. Because without the health employer, your money will not be so much. So why government would say that employer 那个老板也要 contribute to your CPF， 就是因为他要鼓励每个新加坡人去找工作，他也要鼓励每一个老板也要 fair enough to contribute, so that it can kind of reduce their taxes or corporate tax or whatever taxes. So this is to increase Danny. 为什么要 employer？ 如果你以后你当老板娘你的老公请10个工人，你的公司要全部要 legally pay their employees. Do you know there are some Danny, just suddenly come to my mind. Do you know there are some of my friends who are Malaysians who went to work this company their employer can own 欠他们的公积金 CPF for 1 year and 2 years. Very bad, Chelsea. And then end up, then they declare, I bankrupt. Wow, the poor friend of mine, the whole 2 years, their CPF lost about few $1,000s. You know that few $1,000s Danny putting in the CPF account got interest okay, got interest of few $100s now. Do you know 这种事真的是哇 it's very sly employee, very bad employee, very bad-hearted people. No? So now you understand. So this year, end of this year, when you go and take your part-time job, you make sure you work with a company that pay you CPF. 如果你是$1,000 and then if they say, oh no, I don't pay $1,000 sorry, I don't contribute. You know, 1,000 you deduct 200, the employer has to pay 17% of your salary. That means 170块 Danny, imagine 你跟你的朋友5个人去找这个工作他170块 times 5， 他省了几百块钱and 那这几百块钱可能他去买他自己的东西。It's not fair, you see. Now you understand why you study this. It's not fair. They can say, but some, sorry, Danny, some like your age don't want I'd rather take the $1,000. I don't want to take back $800 because the $200, 20% of your this salary, 20% will go to CPF. And this $200 will be divided into an ordinary account, special account, and MediSave account. And these are got interest there. And the interest is much better than the bank. The bank, I think, is 1 or 2%. CPF interest is 4 to 5%. I'm not sure yet. It might change. So, Danny, can you imagine if this employee don't give you contribute CPF for you, 你白白做，如果比如说你要去读poly, 3 months of that CPF is know how much is it? And then imagine, Danny, when you are going for university, then you got 6 months of holiday and work for this company, no CPF. Unless they say sorry, unless they are very clear to you, Danny, my company don't pay part-timer CPF. Are you okay with it? If you say you're okay, then fine. But if this company say, yeah, I pay CPF, then at the end of 6 months, they never pay you. This is wrong. This is illegal. Okay? Are you okay with it? Then you say, yeah, that means, boss, that means if I draw $1,000, I'll get 1,000. Yeah. But some of them, they'll say, yeah, 1,000 but you pay. Then later found out you contribute your own CPF. Not fair. Unless you all agree black and white, must have black and white. So remember, you better go and do part-time job, better sign black and white. So if anyone who want to work in Starbucks, I'm telling you, some of my students work in Starbucks, this I recommend. They will tell you, you must sign terms and conditions. This amount I pay you for CPF. If not, what happened? So some company don't pay CPF, fine. If you are okay with it, fine. Right? They will put it in other accounting purposes. So take note. Thanks for Danny for this point. Carry on.
For example, if one is hospitalized, for the daily hospital charges, one can use up to 550 of his or her Medisave for the first 2 days and 400 per day after. With this,
Sorry, where you got this information?
I searched online because I
Where?
wanted some numbers.
Yeah, good example. Where?
The Medisave, the Medishield website.
Then
I
you
searched
must
on
say-
Google.
Then you must say from the Medishield website. Got it now? You don't just put like that. Children, if you want to quote 550, they will ask you where. Hello, excuse me, ma'am, Nani. Then you must say, this information can be obtained from the medishields.com website or www.cpf.gov.sg. Okay, you must please. So 赵轩，我看到有人打架在后巷 ，where 后巷啦 ，Hello，Uncle Raymond 后巷那边有1巷、2巷、3巷，哪一巷？就是后巷咯。哇，可以 imagine 啊，赵轩，你跟你的police officer 去找，把的他你找完那个土匪已经跑掉，对吗 ？Be more specific. We are talking about professionalism here, so must be nothing wrong. It's good, Danny. It's good to give this amount. Very good. Where is the source form? Don't forget, you're preparing yourself for A level and poly. If you give like that, sorry, you will not get marks. Now they will give you marks for this. But in A level, higher learning, they will tell you, they put a big question mark. Where is it from? And you cannot provide your answer. The whole paper might throw you back. Redo. You copy one, redo. That's it. Wow, I remember I found this information. Now you got problem, go and search like, where? So every time when you search information, guys, write down on the paper, okay, this one, just in case when the professor or the lecturer asks you, you got sir, prof, this is from where? Remember, copy down somewhere. 不要等到临时抱佛脚 go and find the information, then you're wasting all your unnecessary, unproductive time. Carry on, please. With this Medisave.
With this Medisave, Singaporeans pay less for their hospital bills and the
Less
healthcare
cash.
costs.
Less cash, my dear, less what? Pay less. No. Excuse me. They never pay less for hospital bill, no. Hello, Medisave is your money. Tomorrow my mother is going for operations. The whole bloody bill is $22,000. If I stay in 1 billion. If it's 5 billion, it's also about 17,000. After deducting from the pioneer generations, the senior citizens, I have to come out a few $1,000s cash. After deducting, Danny, from about 10,000 for my Medisave. So it doesn't pay less, 没有 less, less unless it's a special like senior citizens or then. Okay, because you are still using your Medisave. Danny, Medisave 是你的血汗钱呢。Instead of coming out $2,000, you use $500 cash. Well, the 1,500是不是从 Medisave 就是你做那几年工作的钱放在里面的因为你需要动手术还是什么 then 你才拿那个钱出来 so 还是你的钱呢 so it's not less so you miss the word pay less cash 现金付款还是要用到 Medisave 你自己的本钱 carry on.
Pay less cash for the hospital bills and the healthcare costs will not be that upfront expensive anymore, making healthcare more affordable to everyone and more affordable and reasonable to everyone. Therefore, in meeting the challenge of expensive
sorry. Therefore, meeting. This one is called link questions. Link. Therefore, you're linking back the question. Therefore,
meeting the challenge of expensive healthcare costs.
Okay, more affordable. By right, I forgot to add the word more affordable. Okay, then the keyword is affordable, right? If I'm not mistaken. Healthcare, so it's more affordable. Yeah, you answer the questions. So, 记住 upfront less expensive. So, Danny, imagine your friend, okay, don't say your friends sick, then their parents have to pay a bill of $100,000. 100,000, Danny, are you there? I can't see your face. 100,000. But they say, never mind. After that, you can pay 70,000 for your Medisave. That means cash is 30,000. Is it much cheaper? Well, not cheaper, much more affordable and reasonable. The bill is still $100,000. Okay, but you only pay 30,000 because the 70,000 is still for Medisave. So it's not less. It's still the same. Okay. Last but not least, we'll complete this one and we end the lesson.
Another way Singaporeans can meet the challenge of expensive healthcare costs is healthcare subsidies. In public healthcare institutions, healthcare is heavily subsidized by government. Subsidies treatments are available in polyclinics, public hospitals, community hospitals, and nursing homes. So
lower to middle income groups.
So lower to middle income groups can also receive additional means testing subsidized.
Yeah,
The
don't
subsidies
use mean tested. Use mean testing. Write down, children. Write down this word, mean testing is very important. Mean testing means if these families are very rich, they cannot stay in C class, they have to stay in A class. Because they are so super rich, every month they are earning 20 to 30,000. And then yet they have to 跟那些 low income 的人抢那个 hospital bed 太过分了呢。不要笑Danny，乔信有这种人呢，他的孩子赚几百万一年他把他的母亲放在 class C， 你懂为什么？因为政府有津贴吗？因为他是 pioneer generations wow, I cannot take it a few 100,000 a month a year put their mommy in class C class C 就是没有 aircon fan 的嘞，就是20个人还是10个人住的，有这样的 Danny。 I'm so sorry to say, they are all professional people. They want to make use of Singapore government's subsidies. But these subsidy monies are really for the poor people, and yet their children are doctors, engineers, businessmen, and 1 month or 1 year can earn thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars and put their money in C. Sad, carry on.
Okay. Means testing subsidies at public hospital outpatient clinics and selected private GP and dental clinics under the Community Health Assist scheme. This goes the same for COVID-19 vaccinations.
So you
in Singapore,
you miss out at the public selected private and dental under the community health. Oh yeah, okay, Charles. Okay, carry on. This goes
the same for COVID-19 vaccinations. In Singapore, vaccination fees are being subsidized by the government, so we do not need to pay for it at all. However, in other countries, some have to pay hundreds of dollars for just one vaccine taken. Therefore, healthcare subsidies given by the government helps to reduce our healthcare costs, which results in it being more affordable to Singaporeans.
So what is the result? As a result, the Singaporeans feel that there is no pain in their pockets for paying this exorbitant healthcare costs. Thus, the Singaporeans feel that they are well taken care of regardless of their status, whether rich or poor. Get it? You miss the result and the feelings. You straight away jump. Okay, I explain to you, I give you an example. Okay, just shut up and listen. Okay, this is very good for you. But do you feel 那个感受吗? After you explain, so what do you think? Oh, good. So as a result, I know already. I need all these things to meet the requirement. Therefore, I feel the expression immediately. I feel as a Singaporean, I'm not overpaid or underpaid. I feel that every single cent that I pay the taxes or every single cent I contribute to CPF Medisave, I'm well taken care of, and I know I can sleep in peace in case if one day I fall sick. I don't need to worry about the medical expenses because I have all these subsidies. Therefore, I feel good to be a Singaporean. 你没有讲到这一点，你没有讲到这一重点，明白吗？ Okay, so I leave it to you, Danny. If you want to redo again to add in this result and the feelings expression, by all means. This one is also the same without the result. Okay, I want all of you to pay attention. Just give me 3 more minutes. We end the lesson. Just give me 3 more minutes. Please pay attention now. I'm going to show you something. Okay, this one here, guys. Please take note. This is from July, August, and September. And after that, that's it really. In October, I may not want to have any tuition with all of you. I'd rather to have a free consultation at any point of time. I think somewhere in October, you guys will be busy with all the tests coming up. So I may tell GLC to stop in September, but unless you all want it to have a very fixed lesson, by all means. Okay, so July will be covering in issue 3, chapter 8, 10, 11. Okay, or this one. Okay, just take notes. I think I sent you already. Then lesson 2, these are all the chapters. Take a good look of this. By right today, I'm supposed to cover terrorism, but I still the past 2 lessons skip, but just nice in the sense that blessing in disguise. So I will talk about the terrorism next week lessons. Okay, on this one, chapter 11. So on this one, that is July. July will be mostly on issue 3. Okay, and then August will back to be issue 1. More of the bit of contextual knowledge to give you some boost up, and of course the SRQ will be testing on SRQ. And then September itself will be more on the diversity. And then that's about it. Okay, the last lesson of September. So we are going to go through all the skills to reflect, that means the cycle. Okay, from issue 3, issue 1, issue 2. That's the next 3 months of your SS revision for your O level. Okay. So whoever have not hand in your homework, please hand in to me. Chelsea, don't touch any homework. Complete your exam first. Okay, don't touch. If you hand in, I'm not going to mark your paper. So complete your exam first. Finish your last paper, then whatever homework you think that you want to submit, hand in. And please, for goodness sake,